Hello, I'm Wayne Visser and I'm Director of CSR International, and I'm here today with Jessica Webb in Costa Rica, in San Jose, and Jessica works for Rainforest Alliance. Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the work you do here and what some of the trends are that Rainforest Alliance is seeing?
Well, the Rainforest Alliance is an international conservation organization. It was founded in 1987. We now have a staff of 300 people around the world. We work in 75 countries. And our annual budget has now reached over $30 million. So we're involved primarily in 3 different industries: in agriculture, forestry, and tourism. We work at different levels in greening the supply chains in each one of those industries. We work both on the ground with producers and hotel owners. We work with buyers also, looking for buyers of these sustainable products. And we also work in educating consumers to increase the demand for sustainably produced goods and services.
Let's look at each one of those sectors in turn. So if we first look at forestry, what's some of the work and the progress that you've made there?
Well, forestry was our first program that was established. We've actually certified over 130 million acres of forestry around the world. Our approach to certification is, of course, to increase the transparency of the sustainability claims of businesses. So our certification is holistic. It looks at environmental, social, and economic criteria. And same with agriculture. We also certify farms that have this integrated management system, looking at all 3 different areas. Our approach in tourism is a little bit different because there were so many certification programs already in existence 10 years ago when our tourism program started. We decided not to certify in tourism, but just to work primarily in helping the tourism businesses to become certified, and then also working with existing certification programs to help them improve their standards and also to market them, make sure the seals are known.
Now in forestry, one of the standards you certified to is the FSC, the Forest Stewardship Council standard. So you're a certifier for that program.
That's correct.
In agriculture, people perhaps more familiar with your brand, the little frog on the coffee and those sorts of products. Can you tell us what's your sort of penetration in different markets? Are there big companies that are signing up to this?
Yes, actually, we believe in working with companies of all different sizes, but obviously recognizing that the large companies are the ones that are going to have the most reach and impact overall. So we're very happy to be working with companies like Unilever, which own brands such as PG Tips tea or Lipton in the Americas. They've committed to certify 100% of their tea in the next 5 years, and they buy 12% of the world's tea. Most of their farms are located in Kenya and Argentina, India also. So these are areas that are really making a big impact for people on the ground. Other companies like Kraft and Nespresso have signed on to have a big bulk of their coffee certified, and then other more common names for consumers too, in terms of retail stores such as McDonald's in the UK has committed to selling 100% certified Rainforest Alliance coffee, and this has really helped them. They've noticed in the past year that 15% of their unit sales have increased. There's been a 15% increase, and also a 23% increase in sales in terms of pounds. So they're very happy and now want to roll this out in other countries as well.
And I understand 2 newer areas for you that you're moving into are the sugar and the beef production, is that right?
Yes. The Sustainable Agriculture Network is a group of different nonprofit organizations, including the Rainforest Alliance, and they've actually created the Sustainable Agriculture Network Standard, which is a standard that Rainforest Alliance certifies too. So when you see the little frog, this is the standard behind the frog. So the standard has recently been adapted to over 100 different crops, and they have also recently created a cattle standard, which is in process. Hopefully the consultation process right now, but it should be done by the end of the year, so we'll start certifying cattle and dairy farms in the region. So we've expanded from originally coffee and bananas to now anything from ornamental plants, sugarcane, and different citrus and other fruits. So a bunch of different products.
Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about tourism, which is the area you're focused in, and what are some of the trends happening in that area?
Mm-hmm. Well, in tourism, we work again on the ground training hoteliers and other tourism companies how to change the management practices of their businesses. We've seen a lot of success in this. Businesses that have participated in our program have seen savings on energy of over 60%, of water up to 70%, and in many cases have reduced the turnover of their employees, which of course is a cost, reducing costs for them, over 90%. So we've had a lot of great success, like in our training programs. We also work to green the entire supply chain. So we sign agreements with both local and international tour operators. They agree to source from this group of sustainable businesses. In tourism, as I mentioned, we do not certify because there were so many tourism certification programs already in existence. So what we focused our efforts on is working on creating international standards for sustainable tourism through an initiative called the Tourism Sustainability Council, which is due to launch later this year. It's led by the Rainforest Alliance along with the United Nations Foundation, the United Nations Environment Program, and the UN World Tourism Organization, as well as over 40 other members, both from the public and private sector. One of the big products that the TSC has created so far is the Global Sustainable Tourism Criteria, which are a set of 37 different criteria that look at environmental and social aspects of a business's management, and it's the minimum that a tourism business should adhere to in order to be considered sustainable. Another objective of the TSC will be that it, based on this global sustainable tourism criteria, it will accredit existing certification programs to hold them up to an international standard. So the TSC will also have a seal that existing certification programs in the world can use next to their individual certification program seal once accredited, so that travelers will be able to, regardless if they go to Latin America or Asia or Africa or North America or Europe, will be able to look for one seal and feel confident that they know, that the sustainability claims of the business are backed up.
Okay, and I believe that may take the form of an equivalent tourism stewardship council type of label similar to the MSc or the FSC, so watch this space. Thanks very much for sharing with us today.
Thank you.